We'll start tonight with a convicted thug who has hijacked Adelaide radio airwaves, venting his vile views every single day of the week. It seems nobody can or wants to stop the crazed rants of the rogue who calls himself Mr. Throat Punch. Now, when Frank Pangalo caught up with him, Frank became his next target, broadcasting even a death threat.
I'll just kill the motherfucker.
Totally obscene, obnoxious, antisocial, malicious, cruel.
Pretty cool, eh? If they had a Nobel Prize for stupidity, you'd be the laureate year in, year out, mate.
Yeah, that's his gig, is just to be offensive and obnoxious and to shock as much as he can. And he won't stop.
Can I talk to you about what's been going on the CB radio network?
Jack Kiss is the shock jock of CB radio.
Oh, shut up, idiot. Just go to that address you keep giving out, you loser.
Hogging the UHF airwaves every day with his vile bile and intimidating style.
You're a retard. You don't know a single person on here, you dumb.
If you challenge him on the radio, he'll call you a pedophile. That's probably the worst insult that he can think of, and then he may tell you what he'd do with you if you caught it, if he caught you.
Lately, it's traffic controllers working for Altus at the Superway project on South Road at Regency Park who are copping his venomous blowtorch on the airwaves and on YouTube, where he posts his rancid rants under the pseudonym Mr. Throat Punch.
Mr. Hitler Mo standing there leaning against an upside down lollipop.
The traffic controllers use the UHF frequency on Channel 40 to communicate with each other about road conditions. However, Mr. Kiss constantly interrupts them with taunts and threats.
In fact, we'll get the whole lot of the moles, all of us will get together and we'll come past and we'll shoot shit at you.
So they fire back.
I reckon we'll tie him up by his ankles by the boom of the crane and beat the out of him.
Well, it seems somebody got angry enough to do that. Mr. Kiss was attacked in his home by intruders, belting him across the head with a hammer. But it didn't shut him up.
He just doesn't learn those. He doesn't get it, that what he's doing is antisocial, offensive, even malicious, and he just doesn't get it. I mean, he thinks he's the star of the show.
Truck driver Chris Teal says truckies from all over Australia have had an issue with Mr. Kiss for years because they are unable to use Channel 40 when they're in range of his radio signal, which comes out of his Kilburn home.
It's disrupting a vital channel, which is UHF 40, which a transport uses as a tool of trade like we'd use a telephone, except it's a lot quicker than dialling numbers. It's a matter of pushing the button. So it's used as a lot as a work tool around the town, and he's been intervening on a few of those and may cause a problem for some work sites.
The two-way radio is in a truck for a purpose, not for someone to get on there and muck around and be an idiot.
Tony's another truckie who says it's time authorities acted on plugging Mr. Kiss's verbal diarrhea.
Oh, I think he's just a real nuisance, a real pest. He creates a lot of problems for truck drivers. He's blocking the airwaves. They can't get on there and talk to other truck drivers.
Well, Mr. Kiss was in trouble last week. One of his long-time targets was successful in getting a restraining order that stops him from making malicious and defamatory remarks about that person.
You've got a lot to say on CB radio. You defame a lot of people. You take up the radio network when people are trying to use it for communications.
No, I'm not making any comments today.
Okay.
Well, the loudmouth ignored that advice from his lawyer.
I mean, you're a pest, ain't you?
Listen, dick face, go and have a look on the ACMA website and have a look at what you're doing.
What I'm doing?
Yeah, it's a public place, the Citizens Band Radio.
Yeah, I know, but if you use it...
If you hassle me like you're doing at the moment...
I'm not hassling.
You can expect the same thing from me.
Well, I know that.
Soon after this frosty chat, the CB radio ratbag went into a frenzy about me.
Hey, Frank Pangalo, what's going to happen is you'll get killed.
If he acts half as violently as he speaks, we're in trouble.
Well, it turns out Mr. Kiss does have a very nasty track record for violence. In 2000, he received a 2-year and 3-month suspended jail sentence for threatening and endangering life, serious assault and housebreaking following a violent confrontation after a failed relationship.
You're a dickhead. If I'm that, I don't know what you are. Well, what are you?
Someone will knock your
Really? Well, why don't you do it?
Citizens Ban Radio is regulated by the Australian Communications Media Authority, which, despite receiving numerous complaints about Mr Kiss, has yet to take any action against him, even though there are penalties for improper conduct of the type Mr Kiss specialises in.
So you see, you've got a very aggressive attitude.
You're a retard.
You're easily set off.
You're an idiot.
You've got a short fuse,
Get away
Mr
from us,
Kiss.
you dickhead.
Mr Throat Punch.
Get away from us, you
This is public property, I can walk.
Hey, like CB Radio, yeah?
Eh?
Like CB Radio, yeah?
It's hard to pin him down. He's a voice. He's just a voice in the wilderness. He's a voice on the air, and we know the sound. It's a very distinctive voice, but to pin him down and to corner him and actually make him accountable is harder, and he knows that.
For now, the 6th show on Channel 40 goes on.
It's up to people like me that